Freezer experiments. All things in your room are at room temperature. Temperature is how to say temperature. Room temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Your body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Oh. I want that to be Celsius, not centigrade. Celsius. Is what people usually say rather than centigrade. They both mean the same thing. They both go 0 to 100. Ice is 0. The melting point of ice is 0 and the boiling point of water is 100. Celsius and centigrade are exactly the same. Apart from they had centigrade and then we named it after Mr. Celsius, who made quite good thermometers, but weirdly his scale went from 100 is melting point of ice and 0 is boiling point of steam. So anyway, we named it after the guy, and no longer call it cent for 100, grade, 100 gradations. Anyway, they are the same. 59 centigrade is 59 Celsius, both degrees C written as. Hold a metal spoon with your left hand and a plastic spoon with your right hand. The spoon feels coldest is the... Okay, at that point you should have done the experiment because I've just written in metal. Yes. Your body temperature of 37 degrees Celsius is hotter than 20 degrees C, so that heat flows out of you when you touch something. The surface of the plastic spoon warms up quickly to a comfortable 37 degrees C, but the metal spoon's surface keeps conducting your body heat away to heat up the whole spoon. Conducting. Yes, because plastic's an insulator, doesn't move heat around, whereas metal is a conductor, it does move heat around. That's why the metal spoon feels colder, because it keeps moving heat out of your body and your body's going, oh no, I'm getting colded. Moving heat to the whole spoon is called conduction. Conduction. Metals are good at conduction because metal atoms have outer electrons that can easily move around to take the heat to other parts of the metal. Electrons. Electrons that can move around are called free electrons because they are free to move. Open an empty freezer with your little finger. Wait 3 seconds to get the room's 20 degrees C air inside. Close the door and try to open it again with the same finger. The door is harder to open because the warm air cooling down decreases in volume. So the air pressure pushes the door closed. Pushing the door closed is more than the inside air pressure. Yes, you've just put a whole bunch of hot air in there. Hot air, when it cools down, shrinks. And now inside you've got low pressure shrinking air. Outside, of course, still atmospheric air. The push from 10 miles of air above your head. So that's why it's harder now, after a quick open and close, to pull the fridge door open soon after you've closed it. It does depend. It really helps if it's a new fridge. Old fridges are very leaky and so it won't work as good. Air pressure is due to 10 miles of air above your head. Do the experiment again with a small stiff straw, half inside, half outside, to release the pressure. Yeah, see, then it won't work. When you open a can, carton or jar of food, put it in the freezer or fridge. Living things too small to see float around in the air and land on food. Living things that are small enough to float around in air are called bacteria. Bacteria. Fridges and freezers make food last longer by slowing down the reproduction of bacteria. Reproduction. Yes, they can't produce any baby bacterias, which it only takes one bacteria to produce the babies. They don't have males and females like we and dogs and cats and elephants and snakes and fish, and most of the big things have a male and a female. All of the big things have a male and a female. It stops being males and females about where you get slugs and snails, things that size and smaller. Sometimes they're male and female, sometimes they're hermaphrodites, both. Your fridge keeps your tomatoes and potatoes at 5 degrees Celsius. Freezing tomatoes would make them mushy when they defrost. I do put, talking about fruits and vegetables, I do put cut up banana in the freezer, take it out, eat it yum 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 like an ice cream, because it tastes, it's 100% banana, it tastes lovely banana-y. But you don't want to defrost it and then eat it, because then it's like busted up mushy soup. So only small things that you can put straight in your mouth and eat the whole of, like a slice of banana, or I also do the same with blueberries and raspberries, because I put them in my yogurt, yum yum yum, straight away, lovely, while they're still defrosting. But if you allow them to defrost, yeah, they lose all their shape and stuff, and they're all very mushy, because all the cells, the little pieces of raspberry and strawberry as well, all broken open because of their crystals, the ice crystals growing inside them and breaking them open. That's why you can't freeze people. When people go, oh, we're going to get cryogenically frozen, you've got frozen. At the moment, if you freeze something and defreeze it, it's all mush. Unless it's a single cell, in which case, yeah, sperm and eggs can be done this way. I think it's because they freeze them so quickly, but bigger than just one single cell, and nope, you cannot freeze somebody. Even Walt Disney, he was not frozen. Everybody thinks he was. It's a conspiracy on the internet. Another one. Fruit and vegetable cell walls are broken by the ice crystals formed when food freezes. Yeah. If your cells are all broken, you're not coming back to life, or you'll be all mush, or your brain's all mush. Your freezer keeps your banana slices and ice cream at minus 15 degrees Celsius. Put 5 ice cubes into a glass of water with a metal spoon and a plastic spoon. Touch the spoons, then touch them again after 5 minutes. The metal spoon's free electrons conduct the room temperature heat into the ice water until the whole metal spoon is the same temperature as the ice. The surface of the plastic spoon that is touching the ice water loses its heat to the ice, but plastic does not allow any more heat to move. It doesn't move up the handle to your fingers. Plastic is an insulator. 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 The handle of the plastic spoon is not 0 degrees C. Handles of metal spoons in boiling soup will quickly heat up to 100 degrees Celsius. And your hand will scald. Use a wooden spoon or plastic spoon for boiling soup, or a metal spoon with an insulating plastic handle. Yes, that's why the handles of spatulas that you use for frying, they're always plastic, wooden. You don't want a metal handle, because when you're frying, the hot oil is even hotter than 100 degrees C. I think it's 130. Put it down in comments if I was wrong. Anyway, plastic ice cubes trays are at minus 15 degrees Celsius, so they will freeze your hands. But plastic is an insulator, so you only get the surface cold, only the first few millimeters. Celsius. Metal ice cube trays would hurt much more. Some people do have metal ice cube trays. Never mind. And it's difficult to get the ice out. You just do the twisty right, clockwise with your right hand, twist anti-clockwise with your left hand. Plastic tray, bingo. Oh, the ice comes out really easy. Metal plastic trays, you're kidding. But some people have them. Metal ice cube trays would hurt much more, as they would keep on conducting the heat out of your body until the metal box and the ice cubes inside have warmed to 37 degrees C. Yes, and your hand has gone to 0. Or minus 15 if you're really lucky. Minus. Metal oven dishes will conduct the heat into your hand. The oven dishes that are dark red are made of rocks called ceramics. Ceramic oven dishes are insulators, so they scald your hand but don't keep on conducting heat into you. Ceramics are brittle, so ceramics smash if you drop them. Yes, that's one. Where glass is also become glass ceramic. It's a type of ceramic glass. Water at 100 degrees C boils. It's a see-through ceramic. Yeah, that's glass. Water at 100 degrees C boils to the gas called steam. Cooling steam to water is called condensing. Steam cooled and condensed to make distilled water. Steam is cooled, and yeah, that's how distilled water is made. Distilled water has no health-giving minerals. Yes, that works. Minerals make ice start to freeze, called nucleation. Put distilled water into a plastic ice tray into a freezer at minus 7 degrees C. It doesn't have to be at minus 7 degrees C. I think in a freezer. With luck, I think minus 7 degrees C is the optimum temperature for making this happen. With luck, the scratched sides of the tray will nucleate the ice and you will get ice spikes. Haha! Yes, that's a difficult one to do. Apparatus. Apparatus. Metal spoon, plastic spoon, straw, metal spoon plus plastic spoon. Plastic tray plus distilled water. Metal atoms and mixtures of metal atoms are called alloys. Did we talk about alloys? Just do metal atoms. That's much better. Because metals are in alloys, that's much better. Metal atoms have outer electrons that can easily move heat around. This is called conduction. Yes. Wood and plastic handles protect your hands from the scalding heat because they are insulators. We keep fresh fruit, fresh vegetables and open cans, pots or jars of food in the fridge to make them last longer. Yeah, about 3 times longer. By slowing down the reproduction of bacteria that land from the air. That's why you also put a lid on to try and have less bacteria. Freezers stop the reproduction of these decomposing microorganisms, but freezing ice crystals break the plant's cell walls and leave the food looking like mush. Right, keep going. That is why frozen berries and banana slices are eaten still frosty. Fridges are kept at temperatures of 5 degrees C. at a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. Freezers at minus 15 degrees C. And your body keeps you at 37 degrees C, which is 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit for you guys in America. Metals are tough, so they don't smash. Ceramics are brittle, so they smash. Oh, did you see the one mystery spelling, the one that I did wrong, especially to see if anyone was watching? So who's going to be first, second or third to write it down in comments? Press my picture to get more of my videos. Press like, press subscribe. Bye!